So, wait, you need to wave to him and say hello. Come on. Because I think that sometimes this bunny can be a grumpy bunny. Now, I need you to help me. Oh, you're lovely and soft. Children, you need to stroke. Oh, Danny's already stroking him. And Scarlett. Wow. Right. Now, I've asked the bunny if he will help us with our first song. Okay? I think some of your parents might be a bit frightened of the bunny. Do you think so?
Is that sad? I think he should come up here because he's becoming a bit too popular down there. So I think he should come up here. We can all see him and have a little chat with him, because I think what we need to do, raise some money for the building fund. I need a little bit of money so I can take his head off. And then we can find out who it really is under this suit. Would you like to find out who it really is? Would you like to find out who it really is? He said he would like to do the hoovering and the dishwasher when he gets home, wherever he lives. That's great, thank you for that. So, have you enjoyed being the Easter Bunny this Easter? He's not very talkative, is he? Well, you know, I think Easter isn't just about the Easter Bunny. And it's not just about Easter eggs, and it's not just about chocolates. But it's really nice to see the Easter Bunny, and he's done a really, really good job. But I want to tell the children and parents that Easter's a bit more than just about you. Easter Bunny. See, he's doing a bit of acting now. See that? He's got his head down, he's kicking his feet, that's good. Oh, excellent, that's good. Would you like to be an actor? See that? See that? He's doing that. He's learnt that in school. So I think the children should give him a really big clap as he goes outside. Easter Bunny, well done. See, he won't even shake my hand. He's upset because he thinks Easter is... Oh no! Oh! Just rewind a minute. That's better. Okay, well done. Give him a really big clap. He's done really, really well. That's it. You can go out now. Well done.
You need your eyes tested as well, because it's quite big. I want to tell you a story about a young boy. Now this young boy, he lived at home with his mum and dad. And they lived in a very posh place. It was a posh house. It had 4 bedrooms and it was detached. Whoa, you know? It was detached. It was a posh house. There aren't many people who can afford posh 4-bedroom detached houses. Well, his dad in this house, he used to spoil his son. He had 2 boys. One used to work on the farm, and the other one was a little bit lazy. He really didn't want to work, you know. One day he said, "Dad, I'm fed up with all this." He said, "I want you to give me lots of money because I want to go away and see the world." So his dad said, Oh, that's a shame. I was really hoping he'd want to stay with me." But anyway, because his son wanted to go, he went to the bank and he got loads of money, a big suitcase full, and gave it to his son. And his son took off to go to a foreign country to have a good time. And while he was in that country, he rented a flat, posh place on the 5th floor, nice sea views. He got a 50-inch TV screen in his bedroom. Who's got a 50-inch screen in their bedroom? Every other room. He had a Blu-ray DVD player. He had an Apple One phone, you know, the one with the 2 cans and a piece of string. He had everything. He really did have everything. But he kept on spending his money. He kept on spending it. If you had loads of money, would you keep spending it? Ice creams, lollipops, new Xboxes. I know. Yes. If we had lots of money and a bunk bed, you'd have bunk beds. Oh right, okay. Well, some people have smaller range than others, you know. Well done, Dan. So anyway, in the end, he was in Tesco's one day getting all his food, and he put the trolley up against the counter and put all the food on the conveyor. Do you do that? Help Mum put the food on the conveyor. And when he got his card to put in to pay for it, it was rejected. The machine said, "No money in the bank." Oh, whoops. Little bug. No money in the bank. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to get a job. Oh no, he didn't want to get a job. But you know, it was a really hard time and there weren't many jobs going. And the only job he could get was this. Feeding, what sort of animals that you think? Pigs. The only job he could get was feeding pigs. And it was a horrible job because he didn't like pigs, they were smelly things. And when he'd give them the food that the farmer gave him to feed them with, he thought, I'll have some of that for myself. And he put his hand in and the big pig pushed him away, said, that's mine. And he couldn't even get any food. He was starving. He was starving. You see, if we can be a bit like that, we can have everything. We can have God in our lives. We can have everything going right for us. And then we can run away from God. We can turn our backs on God and try and do things our own way. But you know, if you turn your back on God, it always ends up in trouble. This poor boy, he's had to pawn his telly, he's had to flog his DVD player, the Blu-ray one, all his collection of DVDs, they've all gone. He's got nothing. Then he thinks to himself, hang on, back home, Dad's got everything. I'll go home and I'll say, Dad, I'm ever so sorry. Can I come back and work for you? I'll do the least job of a servant, because all your servants have got better life standard than I've got. And he thought, oh, what if Dad's angry? Do you think you'd be angry if your dad would be angry if you'd gone away and spent all his money and then come back with nothing? Oh, well, I think he thought, if I go back, he'd be that cross, there'd be steam coming out of his ears. He'd be so angry. Wow. I gotta go back. I got nothing. It's the only thing I can do is go back. You see, and that's like you and me. Some people think, I can't turn back to God because He's just an angry person who punishes everybody. That's not true. That's not true, because Jesus went to the cross to show how much God loves us. And that's an amazing fact, that He's willing to forgive us. And so off He goes. Let's get these in order. That's number one. That's number 2. That's number 3. So what's that one going to be up there? 4. Oh, good. Number 4. You see, this little boy, now this is not for children, this is for grown-ups, because children can't read this. That little boy ended up with what? How much had he ended up with? Nothing. He ended up with nothing. And he's got to go back to face his dad. And his dad, oh dear. He's going to give me such a telling off when I go home. But you know, the amazing thing is that isn't true. Because you see, when he went back to his home, his dad every day was looking out to see if his son was coming back. Because he really did want his son to come home. Because he loved him. And that's how God is with us. He really wants us to turn back to Him and trust Him. Because He loves us. And as he went there, he saw his father. He wasn't angry. What was he? He was happy. In fact, the story in the Bible says that he ran out to meet his son, smelly and full, covered in pig stuff, and he just threw his arms around him and gave him a really big hug and said, "Welcome back, son." You see, this young man ended up with nothing, but in actual fact, when he went back to his dad, things changed, didn't they? Because fathers do love children in those cases. What did he have when he went back to his dad? Everything. You see, it was all done for you and me in the same way. We can have everything because of the cross. Jesus died so that we might live and one day have everything. I hope you remember.
Shout hooray, God thinks you're really great, you made his day. He loves me just the way I am, in fact he is my biggest fan. Jump up and wave your arms and shout hooray. Jump up and wave your arms and shout hooray. God thinks you're really great, you made his day. He loves me just the way I am, in fact he is my biggest fan. Jump up and wave your arms and shout hooray. Jump up and wave your arms and shout hooray. God thinks you're really great, you made his day. He loves me just the way I am, in fact he is my biggest fan. Jump up and wave your arms and shout hooray. We're jumping, jumping, jumping for Jesus. We're jumping, jumping, jumping for joy. We're jumping, jumping, jumping for Jesus. We're jumping, jumping, jumping for joy. We're shouting, shouting, shouting for Jesus. We're shouting, shouting, shouting for joy. We're shouting, shouting, shouting for Jesus. We're shouting, shouting, shouting for joy. shout hooray. God thinks you're really great, you made his day. He loves me just the way I am, in fact he is my biggest fan. Jump up and wave your arms and shout hooray.
Yes, Gareth? Just sit on, that's right. Is your chair purpose function good this morning? Tell me, is the chair function good? Is it working well? Is it doing what it's meant to do? Did any of you check the chair? Did any of you debate about the merits of a chair? The way it was made, the wood that you got it from, who made it, whether it was any good or not, whether you really believed that it was a chair? No, you didn't. You just came in and thought, thank goodness there's a chair for me. I'm just going to sit right down right here. I was thinking about the purpose of eating. What's the purpose of eating? What do we eat for? Caris? Keep alive. That's right. That's really good. So what do we eat for? Well, we eat because we want to keep alive, don't we? We want to keep strong and fit. Some of us eat a bit too much, like me, especially at Easter time, we eat a bit too much chocolate, but that's the way it goes. So I'm wondering whether you've ever asked the question, why am I here and what is my purpose? Have you ever asked that question? You haven't got to say yes or no. It doesn't really matter, because I'm guessing that I think we've all asked that question at one particular time. And the next clip is it's an advert for the Alpha course. And this advert is quite good. It's simply the sentence, is there more to life than this? And the images that you'll see are probably something like school, education, holidays, family, and finally the last one is the end of somebody's life. So is there more to life than this? What am I here for? What is my purpose? And why am I here? So the next clip is will show us some puzzle pictures, and you might be interested in these. I've always looked at life as a bit of a puzzle. You might, could one of my lovely assistants bring my puzzle pieces over? Thank you. And that's it. If you keep that one. No, that's it. Oh, that's good. That's Jackie. This is. Hello, Jackie. Now, I don't know whether you're like me, but I was never very good at puzzles. I think I could probably do this puzzle quite well, because all the edges are the same, and it doesn't really matter which bit fits onto which. Caris, can you come up and help me and put the puzzle together? That's it. If you, it's Caris is going to do it. She's my assistant. Go on, then you come and do it with Caris, then that's great. What's your name again?
Ben.
Oh, hello. How nice to see you. How are you this morning? You're good, are you? Yeah. Oh, that's good. Help Caris then, lie that down on the floor then, and you can put some of these bits together. That's excellent. There we are. That's good. Watch you don't fall off. Come across a little bit. That's it. Oops, hang on. That's good. That's it. He's making a lot of grunting noises, which is good. It shows that the man is working hard. So if you put some of these bits together for me over there, that's great. Excellent. That'll give you something to do. Oh, that's great. Okay, yeah, you can all do it. Go on, go over there and do it. That's good. We'll have a little chat, shall we, and let them carry on. But I've always thought life's a little bit like a puzzle. And that's good. You're making a puzzle, that's right, that's good. Oh, that's really good, yeah, excellent. He wants the slide as well. We won't be getting the slide out this morning, but life's a bit like a puzzle. Have I said that? I've said that a couple of times. And all the bits fit together. And sometimes you can look at some puzzle pieces and you could think, well, this bit of the puzzle might be education, or it might be a job, or it might be my mortgage, or it might be who I'm going to do life with. Or, oh sorry, yeah, I won't hold it for long. So if you click the next one, is my microphone in the way? That's it. That's great. So life can be a bit like a puzzle, and all the bits of your life fit together. life is very complicated sometimes, isn't it? Do you ever find that with your life? A little bit like my life. Very complicated. But I've always believed that there's something missing. That's it. I've always believed, we should do rehearsals with this, shouldn't we? I've always believed that there's something missing. And I think that you know what I'm going to say. Because I've always believed that there was something missing in my life. And when I was 20, and that young lady said, there's got to be more to life than this, something clicked in my brain. But it also moved me in my heart that there's got to be more to life than just money, football, girls, school, work, girls, football. My life was basically, can I say this, Jackie? Girls and football. That was what my life was. That's all I thought about. But when she said, there's got to be more to life, and there's something clicked in my brain, there's got to be more. And I think that in my life, before I was a Christian, there was something missing. And I think that you know that I'm going to say what Caroline's going to click. Has she done it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. What does it say, Jesus? It does. It says Jesus. And I've found in my life, and most people here this morning have found that Jesus is the answer. Are you all right now? How are you getting on? Yeah, this piece is a special piece. Don't ever touch this. This is the climax to the talk. You can even see it. I'll do it that way. That's it. I'll be by the drums in a minute. They're sort of crowding in. It's really quite scary. But you know, when you look at the puzzle of your life, and some of you wonder, you read, you think, you watch things on the telly, you talk to mates, and sometimes you meet someone and you think, yeah, that could be the answer. That could be the way for me to go forward. And I believe that the missing piece in the puzzle of my life at that time, and the missing piece in your life, is Jesus. If you click the next one as well, and that just shows some puzzle pieces going into place. So click the final one, Caroline, and then we're through with the talk. And I believe that the answer is Jesus. And I've just got, and Anita doesn't know that I've done this, and I've been a bit naughty, but you're not normally meant to write on the puzzle pieces, are you? But as the young people and children, they're all putting the puzzle together, this is what they're doing in their lives. This is what we're teaching them to do. Put your lives together. Your life, you don't realise this, you young children, but your life is a puzzle. You're sent to school. That's a puzzle in itself, isn't it? You live in a home. Is your home ever puzzling? Why are my parents asking me to leave it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, it's a missing piece of the puzzle. You can't have it yet. Because it's got Jesus written on it. Okay? And then you can put it in. Because you're my special helper. Okay? Okay, let me finish my talk. Is that all right? Okay, the end of the talk is a verse from the Bible, John chapter 14, and Jesus says these words. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to God except through me. And that's why Jesus is so important. That no one will get to God. You won't get to God by doing a whole load of good things. You won't get to God by being as good looking as me. You won't get to God by winning the winning try for Wales. Hooray! You won't get to God by scoring for Aston Villa. Hooray! You won't get to God by being rich. Do you know the only way you'll get to God is believing and trusting in Jesus. So your life you might feel like there's something missing. Well, I believe that the answer to the missing part of your puzzle is Jesus. Now, Ben, are you going to come up here and put in the missing part of the puzzle? There you are. Pop it in for us. That's brilliant. Come on, that's it. Put some effort into it. At least look like you're working. That's it. Do you mind if I have the microphone back? That's it. That's good. Well done. I want you to give all these children a really big clap. Well done. Okay, go and sit back down now on the carpet. Well done. That's good. I think this could be the way forward to get things done, isn't it? Give a load of children a job and they'll all do it together. Well done. Well, the final part of my talk is to just say, how do I do it? How do I get to know this Jesus guy? If I want to become a Christian this morning and I want the missing part of my puzzle filled up, how do I do it? It can't be as simple as just praying and asking. Well, I've got to tell you this morning, becoming a Christian is the easiest, most simple thing, life-changing thing that you can ever do. All you need to do is pray and ask Jesus to come into your life, to take away all the things you've ever done wrong and follow him as best you possibly can. Be good to plug into a church, get involved with other Christians, and then follow him as best you can. So I'm going to finish now, and we're going to sing. Yes! Yes! Come on! We're going to sing! There's a piece missing. You could have done the talk. Brilliant! There's a piece missing. Tell them there's a piece missing. That's it. Tell them. Come here, Ben. Come here. Come on. Tell them. Tell them there's a piece missing.
He's missing.
There's a piece missing. Come on, we got to find that piece.